Hi everyone, so welcome to this forecast. This is the new moon solar eclipse at Leo, and it's going to be a forecast for how this is going to affect us, and see what comes up with that. What is the forecast for us, and what are the messages from Spirit, from God and the angels for us for this forecast. So let's shuffle the cards, praying to Archangel Michael as I always do. Archangel Michael, I pray to you for protection and guidance, that we're able to see clearly in this moment for this solar eclipse reading, new moon. We're visualizing healing, we're visualizing light, and praying to Archangel Raziel for guidance and prophecy and vision, that we're able to see clearly in this for everyone and how this is going to affect us and what is the messages ahead for us. Okay, so I've already shuffled the deck, and I'm also going to be working with the Unicorn Oracle and see what messages the unicorns have for us for this solar eclipse. So let's see what is the message here. I'm going to pull extra cards just to kind of give us some messages, and then we're going to go from there. So the unicorn card that jumped out is freedom. I love it. It says, live wild and free, choose your freedom, and claim your independence. So beautiful energy. I love the energy of this card. I can stay staring at this card for a while and do like a meditation or something, or path working. It looks amazing. Just the energy of her jumping on that, on top of this unicorn, really like flying and freeing. It's so liberating. It is so liberating. So I love the energy of this, and it is showing freedom. And this solar eclipse is going to bring a lot of freeing up of energies and things that are going to be feeling liberating for us. So you're going to free yourself from something this eclipse. Something's going to get lighter. Something's going to get more, you're going to feel more at peace with it, is what we're seeing here, okay? I'm going to pull now Lenormand cards, and I'm going to pull 3. I like to kind of do 3 cards when it comes to Lenormand usually for minimal readings. So we're going to do 3 cards of what changes are the eclipse, solar eclipse, going to bring us here upcoming. Okay, so we have, first card we have is the Fox. And the Fox is always a card of trickery. Now, in this deck especially is highlighted because it brings an extra card, and so this is very connected with trickery and things that are not being honest, or someone maybe can come up as being shady or deceptive or manipulative, or there's some sort of trickery. It can represent somebody being a little bit, sneaky. This card sometimes represents career, but I'm not associating this card with career in this particular deck, because like I said, there's an extra card that comes with this, and it's representing career. So this card to me is representing more of that trickery and kind of someone trying to be a little bit shady. So you definitely want to be careful with people that may come up like that. For some of us, it may come up in our love lives. For some of us, it may come up in business. Okay, for some reason, I'm getting more of that business energy with this. So be very careful with business deals this week or anything like that, of someone just kind of like a little off coming up here. We have the Ship, and it is connecting with travel. Okay, movement. So be careful when you're out from the home, away from the home this week, and someone may come up and say, hey, I want to talk to you, or I want to offer you something, or you may meet up with someone. There may be something in a trip that may bring a little bit of like, with this Fox card, it's kind of like you want to be careful. Be careful with travel. For those that are traveling, like me, like myself, you definitely want to be careful with people in the energies around. You know, it can also represent those that are in long distance relationships. Want to be careful with, you know, the energies around it. I see a freeing up of something with that, because that card of freedom is coming up. So there is something that's going to be very liberating and very, like, you're going to be able to free yourself from. And then the next card, and the last in this deck here for this reading here for the Lenormand, is the Star. And the Star is hope. The Star is optimism. Definitely those that are in online relationships, there's going to be a liberation of something, and you're going to be able to see something more clearly. However, it can also bring a little hint of deceptive energy to that. So definitely be careful with, like, a little bit of that deceptive energy around your relationships and online relationships. Be careful with deception coming from the internet of some sort, from with someone you meet online for business or for relationships or for friendship or whatever it is, like something that may not go as planned. Energies around the full moon, we have, or the solar eclipse, we have the Ten of Wands. So a little bit of that heavy energy that I talked about earlier. There's a heavy energy that we're going to be putting to rest. We're going to be releasing a lot in this eclipse, and putting down and putting things to rest that are no longer serving us. Okay, so that is coming up here very, very strongly for you. What is going to be healing and resolving is the Sun, and the Sun is light, and especially things that are having to do with family, or those that we closely love, our family, our parents, our children, our significant others, or any other extended family. I feel like there's going to be something good coming with that in that area of your life. Like there's going to be some light coming to something regarding family and love relationships, like really close relationships. Something's going to come to the light. It's going to come to the surface. It's going to be, again, very freeing up, you know, loosening up some of that tension. And then what needs to be worked on is the moon, which is interesting how that comes up, the sun and the moon. So what's going to be needing to be worked on is the moon. And it could be, you know, doing some internal work, going within and doing some shadow work. The moon is also a card of, again, having to do with things that are not clear or are hidden or are confusing. So things that are not clear, a good time to kind of look into it a little bit more. Maybe doing some dream work is going to be good. A lot of dream work now is great, because I've been having crazy intense dreams, and I know a good friend of mine as well, and a lot of people that I connect with have been telling me I've been having intense dreams. A lot of intense dreams now with the moon energies. So great time for dream work, to do dream work, okay, and meditation. Tensions in this time are going to be felt a little bit in the finances. The Nine of Pentacles comes up in the tension area, so there may be something financially that needs to be looked at. So the Nine of Pentacles is coming up here very strongly, and the finances, and especially closing things. If you're doing a closing for a house or closing a deal, there may be a little bit of tension at the end of the day with little details. But I definitely see something with money coming up. It's nothing to worry about too much, because the Nine of Pentacles is abundance, but there may be some little bit of tension with money in this solar eclipse. And the good news is Five of Cups. And even though this is not a positive card for me and how I read, Five of Cups is also a card to me. It shows disappointment, but something that's been for you sad, or you've been sad about, you're going to find out that there is still two cups standing, that there's still hope in whatever it is that you're trying to bring forward, that there is still a way to get it to manifest, and you're going to feel very, very happy about it. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the reading with another card pull here, and what we need to focus on. What is the energies that we need to focus on? So a lot of healing and a lot of intense energy I love the sun and the moon here next to each other. To me, there's a balance coming in with something financial, especially emotional, and in regards to we saw earlier with the fox and, you know, the other cards that we pulled back here with Lenormand. We saw a little bit of, you know, online datings comes up here a little bit for those that are dating online. There may be something that may come up that may bring clarity. Anything to do with online is going to be a little bit, you have to be a little bit careful with people online if you're doing business or anything like that. That's coming up strongly. And also freedom, a lot of freedom. So what is the energy or a word of intention or a word of that we need to focus on for this eclipse? Let's see. I just got it and it fell down here. And it is regret. I know that I know that I cannot change the past. So definitely to not keep thinking about things that you could have done, what I should have or could have. Let it go. Okay, let it go. Try to release the feeling of that. The feelings may come up, so try to journal about it if you're able to do that. It's great to do that and release anything to do with that energy. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you would like to do a one-on-one with me, I will be putting up a code for August, for the remainder of August, for a special for both shops in case you're interested in that. And I will be putting the reading on the eclipse. I don't think I have one right now, but I will be listing one soon for the eclipse if you're interested in that. Angel blessings, and I'll talk to you guys soon.